Krystal, and welcome to my Texas garden. I hope each and every one of you are having an absolutely wonderful day. Now, today's video is a video I've been promising you guys all season long. We are actually going to talk about the Double Blue Butterfly Pea. Now, if you're new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. So now let's talk about the plant of the hour. This is my first year growing the Double Blue Butterfly Pea, and I bought it because, well, it's from Thailand. That's number one, and I love to grow all things Thai in my garden. Because I live in Southeast Texas, zone 9A, it's very hot in the summer, and a lot of Thai vegetables really do appreciate the heat and humidity. So let's talk about the plant itself. Now, the plant itself is in the legume family, and what do we know about the legume family? It is a natural soil fixer. It's going to put the nitrogen back into the soil, and it's really great to plant right after you plant and harvest from a crop that is a heavy feeder. Now, in this area where I have the 2 rows, last year is where I grew my giant zucchini. And zucchini, squash, they are a heavy feeder and take a lot from the soil. So coming back in with a soil fixer like the blue butterfly pea is going to help put that nitrogen back into the soil so you're not so dependent on chemical fertilizers. Now, you can tell from the size of these plants that they are super healthy. Now, I did feed them in the very, very beginning of the season, about 5 months ago. I gave them a little bit of fish bone meal when I transplanted them into the ground from the greenhouse. And I have yet to feed them again. And they don't need any food. They are producing abundant amounts of flowers. Now, these plants are definitely a heat-loving plant. And actually, in the beginning of the season, when I first planted the seeds, they were very quick to sprout, but then they kind of stalled out. And then when I put them into the ground, they stalled out even more. Very, very slow growth. However, once it got hot, they really took off. Now, I have them on 6-foot trellises. And when I plant them again next year, and I definitely will be planting them again next year, I am going to put them on an arch trellis. I initially thought 6-foot trellis would be enough. However, they're growing a lot taller than 6 foot. I would suspect that some of these vines here are very well 10 to 12 feet. I know it's kind of hard to tell when they're all kind of wrapped up with each other, but that's one thing that I'll do different next year. And my advice to you guys, put them on something that they can grow really tall, like an arch trellis or just some sort of trellis that maybe they can kind of go overhead. So the other thing that I'm going to do a little bit different next year is I'm also going to space them out further. This year I have them spaced at 6 inches apart. I really truly believe they need to be about 1.5 to 2 foot apart. What I am seeing with these guys is that they have a lot of shoots from the main branch, so basically like suckers. So my thought is if I give them a little bit more space, we won't be so matted up like this, like you see right here. It's kind of matted, and it makes it hard to harvest the flowers, or it makes it harder to harvest the flowers. So next year, I'm going to trellis them up on something they can climb overhead, and I'm also going to space them out 1.5 to 2 foot apart. So now let's talk about the uses of this little flower. Now, the culinary world in Thailand, this is actually a natural food dye. It's used quite a bit in different desserts, using, with rice, coconut. I even saw a frozen treat with like a plum. But yeah, they use this to color the foods, which I think is really neat. Like I did mention, these are edible, and wouldn't this be gorgeous in a salad? So, I mean, you could literally just eat it like this. Now this, the taste, if you're wondering, it's sweet. On its own, like this, it's very, very sweet. Kind of like a sweet romaine lettuce. So yeah, really, really great for fresh salads. So the other use is a tea. This is probably what it's most popular for, making a tea. Now, if you're wondering how to make tea, it is a tablespoon, which I have just by kind of trial and error. I figured 3 flowers for every 1 cup of water. So this is the color you get. You can definitely use more flowers to make a darker color, but this isn't that pretty? Just like this, with no sugar added. It tastes kind of like a, well, it doesn't really have a flavor, kind of like a green tea. Yeah. It totally loses its sweetness. Any sweetness that it has in the flower form, definitely not sweet in here. It's very refreshing. I will say that. It's very, very refreshing. And it just kind of tastes like, I don't know, it tastes like I don't want to say an earthy water, because when you think of earthy water, you think, kind of tastes like dirt. But yeah, it tastes more like an unsweetened green tea. So the other really cool thing about this tea is that it will actually magically change colors. Yep. Now, here's the science part, the fun part. You can actually change this color into another color by adjusting the pH of the liquid. All sciencey, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some pink lemonade. So I've already got my glasses here, and that's what this is. This is it's lemon and water and sugar. So about that much. Doesn't it look like Kool-Aid? Okay. So now we're gonna add in our lemon juice and watch what happens. Do you see that? Ta-da! It's magic! Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of taste testers to try this out for us. Hold on. Okay, so I found my sucker. Say hi, Logan.
What's up?
Alright, so you gonna try it for us?
Yeah.
Alright. And we have one other person off to the side, but he don't want to be on camera, so we're gonna respect that. And Logan hasn't taken a breath yet.
That's really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it really is.
Hot pink lemonade. All natural, fresh squeezed lemons.
Sweet. That's good.
Now, besides being a really pretty plant, a gorgeous little edible flower, the Double Blue Butterfly Pea is actually quite good for you. It actually has an antioxidant called anthocyanin. Other foods rich in anthocyanins are blueberries, cranberries, and acai berries. So those are all great superfoods, and this is in the same category. So it's important to eat your rainbow of colors and veggies. Since it's so rich in antioxidants, it's actually really good for your skin, for your hair, for eyesight, for mental clarity. There's also a lot more health benefits with this little flower than I've actually talked about today, and I'll just throw some up on the screen right now. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Now, this little flower has also been studied and proven to be beneficial in treating diabetes. Let me put a disclaimer out there really quick, guys. If you're going to try this tea to help manage your diabetes, follow your doctor's instructions. Talk to your doctor first and foremost, and make sure they are aware that you're going to be adding this tea to your regimen. Don't get off your medicine, and don't discredit your doctor and what they tell you to do. Another really cool study done is that this little blue flower extracts from it have actually been proven in the treatment of anxiety. That's pretty cool. Right before bed, I do drink 2 cups of the tea. And I do this right at about 30 minutes before I'm ready to fall asleep. What I have found is that every single time I become so relaxed, very, very relaxed. Kind of like I had a glass of wine, except, you know, I'm not buzzy or anything like that, just very, very relaxed, which makes falling asleep a lot easier. Now, it has been said that the calming effect of this little blue flower is actually greater than chamomile. So if you're a chamomile tea drinker right before bed, you might give this tea a try. Well, y'all, that's it of this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. And I really, truly hope that you do add this beautiful flower to your garden next year. And if you found this video informative, go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And smash that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. So y'all, until we talk again, y'all be blessed. Bye now.